God damn, y'all are looking sharp and beautiful. What it be, what it do, players? It's your boy Cousin Roy. We are back with another episode of Talking Manchester. What's been going on? Tell me. 1-1 draw with Chelsea, right? Well, doesn't make much of a difference, isn't it? But look who saved the day. The sharpest dressed man in the house, baby. Cristiano, fucking Ronaldo, baby. Junsen, jump right in here, my man. I'm telling you, we've been saying it
What's up?
all
What's
the
up? What's
while.
up?
If we want to get some rebuild or whatever it is going on, ladies and gentlemen, there ain't nobody better than Cristiano Ronaldo, ladies and gentlemen. Higher scoring player. Put him in the spot, he gets the goal. Give him
Mm-hmm.
half a chance, he puts it in. Guys,
Mm-hmm.
what brilliant, man! I mean, seriously, guy, I've got mixed emotions. Why?
I, I,
Because
I made to eat my own words. Actually, I was saying that Ronaldo was the problem. It looks like he is the solution,
look
not
at
the
that, man.
problem.
How many times has he saved us now? None of the
Mm-hmm.
other boys were playing anything. I thought Rashford was again missing in this game. I don't know what the hell he was doing.
Was he even in the game?
Yeah, I mean, what? Even the commentator was criticizing him, and like I think in that first 5 minutes or 7 minutes, there how many shots on goal Chelsea? It
Mm-hmm.
was crazy. I was like, bocho like hell. And again, where did
And
that goal come from?
Reese James from the left back.
Again, they attack our left, and this time I saw Elanga dropping back a lot, still
Mm-hmm.
managed to get the cross in. And I mean, I got to give it up to the shot, lah. The Zabi
Mm-hmm.
Alonso shot was nice. It was a nice shot. But again, I tell you, if we did a tally this season, right,
Mm-hmm.
we take all the top four teams, right, we add up the number of times their players went like this, or after the goal, also goes in, like they want a drop of water. Oh, like that, I think Manchester United will be number one.
Top of the league, man.
You think I'm talking not number one? No, I'm talking number one to maybe number six. You add all of their. You add it all up. Manchester United will be number one. We will be number
Mm.
one by a mile. I never seen big teams, bitch, moan, whine, and the body language so shit. Like
It's
how
so
ours was.
annoying, actually,
What
to
the
be.
fuck? I don't want
It's
to watch the game. Like honestly, I don't want to say what about to say, but game of individuals or whatever the hell you want to call it, they're not even running la way.
mm-hmm.
It's like Chelsea is running. They got like no motivation, no fuck all to do to care about anything, and it's just like, do let's just go and play and then get this game
Actually, I
over.
think I think Roy Keane said it best, lah. He said, "You're being paid to do a job. Do your fucking job." So the thing is, you're paid to do a job, and the thing you see, even in normal, if you look at it in the normal company sense, when you are not meeting your KPI, what does
Mm.
a company do? They send you a warning letter. They do a lot of all this kind of shit, lah.
Cut you
Correct or not?
out. They give you a
The
cut.
thing
Yeah.
is, these fellas has been doing it for one whole season. One whole season. And the thing is, the paymasters, which is the fans, are calling them to be cult. And yet, these fellas are not even, they're not even awake yet. They're doing that. Lah.
Like, dude, can you all stop that shit? Like the moment the goal went in, right, and
Mhm.
I just looked all around because when the camera panned out to the fella celebrating. Wow. Wow, go and look at when that camera panned out. Wow, a collective like, oh fuck lah.
It's damn annoying, to be honest. To be really honest, it's damn. And the thing is, the fans has been voicing their grievances into their social media. And yet, I don't know. I've been saying this for the whole season already, and yet they are not even paying attention to all this. I don't know whether they are even seeing their own social media or not, or they have a team that is doing that, and they are filtering all these negative vibes towards them. Don't see this on this. You just enjoy your game. I don't know what's going on, man.
Man, I tell you what, the I'm glad we didn't lose lah. I said we're going to lose 3-1. I think because Chelsea is so crumbling, falling apart. Rudiger already signed with Real Madrid. We missed that guy. And
Mm-hmm.
then the news came out that, apart from that, Paul Scholes came and said that the team, Lingard told him team is fractured. So now we know who is the Lingard. What does he do? The Pied Piper thingy, bloody
Like he's
big
playing like that, like
freaking
playing like
mouth,
that,
huh?
playing the pipe like
Yeah,
that.
he's playing like that. I'm going to snap his fingers off. Geez, who's the big mouth there? That's the
So
big mouth
he's the
there,
one
number
that's in
one, man.
leaking, lah.
he's one of them be leaking lah. So apparently the
Mhm,
dressing room is totally broken. So homeboys also were saying, let me go for that. Bring you in. I think
mhm.
Ragnik's plans have failed. I think his plans have failed miserably. I can go and give my verdict now itself. Why? Because whatever thing you're supposed to come be a motivator and whatever, if he can't motivate these guys, then how lah? You mean he can only motivate a specific type of player? A bullshit lah, then that's not what we brought him in.
Exactly.
So I feel he has failed on that part. Secondly, the fact that he hasn't spoken to Eric Ten Hag and all that, this and that, I
Mhm.
feel this is what's going to be his role now. He's going to be the buffer between the stupid ass owners and what's happening at the club because someone
Isn't
has
it the
sold it to
role
the
of
stupid ass.
Darren Fletcher?
They're yeah, consultant. So I think
Mhm,
because somebody has sold it to this, I think now it's clear cut lah that our owners don't know anything about football.
mhm,
Somebody sold it to them. You need a culture, and your culture is missing. The last 10 years is eroded. So you need someone to bring your culture. This is the guy who can instill a culture. But because you don't want to be involved in the day-to-day activities of the clubs, unless it's some big shit, then you want to be seen.
mhm,
So trust this guy. Let him go and coach Austria. Let him you talk to him on what's happening in the club to get his point of view.
mhm.
Meanwhile, let Eric Ten Hag run the club. What do you think?
Apparently, his role as a consultant is not like a full time gig. Actually, it's just like he'll come in every now and then, maybe like once every few weeks he'll come in. Whenever he sees something, he may have a Skype meeting or a bloody Zoom meeting with the owners or with the John Murdoch or whoever, and that's it lah. I think that's his role. And basically, actually, if he's taking the Austria
Austria.
job full time, I mean, international managers, they don't have lots of things to do. One, they spend most of the time watching football also.
Watching
Anyway,
football, that's
yeah,
right.
going around. And the thing is, I think for him, most of the players he already know because it's all in that Leipzig and Salzburg team, right? Is it the one that he set up? So I'm pretty sure he knows the Austria team players pretty well already. So
So you don't
that's
have a problem with it, are you okay with it?
I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. I think the key person here is Ten Hag actually, and I think the last 6 months for Ragnik, he has already done all his homework. He already know what to do. I think he'll just share some valuable knowledge to Ten Hag and maybe to the board and what they can actually build lah. I mean, he had experience. I mean, he have experience in building up a team, and I think that itself can be a good step towards what we want to do lah. I mean, and maybe his role there will be easier for him. I mean, coaching the team, I think he has lost it for a while already, for quite a long while because he haven't been coaching the team for how long? I think like at least 4 5 years, six
Quite a
years.
few years.
Yeah. So the thing is, he may
He was
actually
sitting
lost
down on
touch
their
also.
previous club as a consultant also, right?
Yeah, some sporting director, some football director. He's not in the game already. He's not hands on anymore. He's like up there. He's up there advising people. You know, he going
Yeah,
up there
fair.
already. Yeah.
I'm
So.
sorry. I was looking for this very interesting tweet somebody put
Mhm,
out the other day where they were putting out the wages of Manchester United players and Liverpool players comparing.
mhm.
Obviously, I can't find it now. I lost it. It was very nice. It was just incredibly bad. Like just it's just the difference is just unreal, for
How
with
bad is bad, man?
like oops seems like one of your streams is connecting issues. Stand by, we're trying to restore it. Sorry, I hope you guys are okay and I didn't disconnect anywhere. If you are, just tune back. So yeah, I was
You
watching at that
yeah, you're still live
Twitter.
on.
Am I
Your
good on
live.
Twitter?
Your Facebook is still ongoing though.
Okay, Facebook is the key lah. Facebook is where the money is. Money my
Ten
ass.
thousand what people watching now, man.
Yeah, I think the Twitter when you go out anyway, it's all good. So here's the whole point why I wanted to come in today.
Mhm,
Ronaldo is definitely the one that has to stay in the club, and we're talking about a rebuild now. So we're
mhm.
talking about a rebuild. My heart is telling my heart will go on. It's telling me all need to go away. I'm thinking, I'm really mean all. I think the only fellows that I think, like really full honest opinion, only fellow who should stay is Cristiano Ronaldo, Rafael Varane, David De Gea. Now, the thing about Bruno Fernandes is I think he can be a team player. He can start running around, roaming all over the bloody place and play in a formation if he's
Mhm,
asked to. So he can be the four also because we got a problem. We just signed him.
mhm,
We just gave him and then he just deflated like fuck, playing like shit now.
mhm.
Only these four only I want. That's bad. I want like every other person out. And that means there's going to be so many new players coming in. I'm
Yeah,
wondering whether David De Gea should go also. Really, I'm sitting down here thinking, they're talking
yeah,
about the type of goalkeepers and all that
yes.
nonsense and all that,
He's
right?
old school, man. He's
So,
old school.
so I'm wondering, To give
I
their
saw,
goals.
yeah, I saw this article. I think was like 2 days ago. They were rating all the goalkeepers in terms of their passing and ball playing skills. I think David, out of all the goalkeepers, I think he's number 15 if not mistaken.
He's
I
a
think
stopper, right?
yeah, one or two plays above Nick Pope. Number one, of course, I think is Edison, and then I think Ellison is number three, number two or number three. I know all the most of the Spanish and Brazilian goalkeepers are the top five lah. The English goalkeepers, the closest one I think is Jordan Pickford. I think he's number five or something like that.
Our boy got no skills with his feet. He's just a skater, but
They were saying though
he's
he's
brilliant.
yeah,
Stopper.
Jordan Pickford, his left foot is better than his left arm lah. So they say he should play left back lah.
Yes. And now it's playing for
Okay. I'm seeing
YouTube.
your you're lagging a little bit, even in
Like
this.
a little bit. Oh,
Yeah,
if
yeah.
YouTube's okay, right? Yeah.
No, I mean even in this platform now.
Or maybe at the time everybody's logging in or whatever crap. Anyway,
Yeah, it could be.
it's
Yeah.
all good. Just stay tuned. We still alive. Don't worry. Never eaten any pills yet. I will soon like they continue playing at it. Now, Eric coming in, I didn't give my 2 cents on Ragni going to Australia. I think Ragni going to Australia is fine. I think, like I said, he's just going to be that buffer. But what is more concerning to me is that the owners really dumb fucks, man.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't have anybody to trust before because everyone was a shit heel. You know how to
Mm-hmm.
make money. And these guys
And
don't know how to look
yeah,
at the money. They know about the
he
club and the
yeah
pitch.
I think they
No,
rely a lot on him to do all the footballing decisions. I think
and
to be
he,
really honest,
he
right? Yeah, they I don't think they are very much involved into the day to day decision making. They more like sign off whatever it is. But I think basically the key person there is actually Ed Woodward, because he's the one's going to be liaising with them on the club
yeah.
matters, and his
I think when the moment he came in and Alex Ferguson and all that, and okay, the first year didn't spend money, spend that. Second year we spent some money. I still didn't think about that. But third year, started spending a lot more. Mourinho started spending big world record. Remember thinking at one point, are we Chelsea? How come this first number one is coming buying all old players and coming in? They can't perform for shit like
and
Schweinsteiger
yeah,
and
we
all
were
that.
going for all these old players. We were going for all
Right.
those mega stars.
I
It's
mean,
like,
Edward was Alex Ferguson bringing on the classes and all that. He's playing. So I was like, I mean, Chelsea started happening, but I was hopeful. Okay, it will work. It will work. It will work. And it just never done it. Even Di Maria, big buy, I thought was shit.
oh, that was the shittiest buy, man. Come on, like
At least we got
I
the
feel like
FA Cup out of Louis.
I really feel like slapping the fella, actually, to be
It was
honest.
just, I don't know what happened, man. Sometimes don't play. I didn't know. Don't know what Louis tried to change the whole formation system and all that. And then
Mhm.
we became a buying club. So I feel like finally now, all the other clubs didn't try to invest and buy players.
Mhm.
Now with Haaland all up on the graphs, even coach also just Rangnick also just said we should start looking at other. We should start looking at future. He's very good with words now. He got
Yep.
the wordsmith. Like we
Oh,
should get the
ever
future
since they
superstar.
announced, you realize ever since they had announced Ten Hag, he went unleashed. The lock is open. Before that, he was like still, trying to be diplomatic, being nice with his words. Now he just let loose. I think because for him, it's like, you know what,
Yeah.
you want me, you don't want me, I'm okay, because you already secured your coach. I already secured another job. I'm safe. I'm not really. Mm,
But it's good that he's telling them that look,
yeah.
all these, the patchwork ain't going to work at the moment because the club
Mhm.
is shit. You need somebody to come and bring in a type of philosophy that people can buy into. And that's what I'm
Yep.
thinking. If like De Gea should stay or not is one concern because it's a fantastic football. I don't very replaceable. I don't want to see him play
Mhm.
for an opponent's team.
Yep.
Number two, the number of players coming in is concerning right now because that means you got to start buying now, and then you're going to have a preseason. And I think the season is still going to be shit.
I don't, to be honest, I don't really see them buying too many players at the moment. I don't see Rashford going. I don't see Sancho going. I don't see Ronaldo going. So in terms of our front line, we are kind of set a little bit. The only concern is actually the midfield and maybe on the right back. position. I mean, defense wise, maybe just one more defender, because I mean, with all our youth players maybe coming back at the end of the season, they may be given a chance though. I mean, like on the right back we have Ethan Laird, which is doing quite decent actually for not Brentford, Bournemouth, and then Mengi is doing decent for I think which team was he in already? Was Derby was his first one. I think it was Fulham, if not mistaken. One of the teams lah. He was doing decent, so he may be given a chance. And we are getting Jurian Timber. Is it? We're getting Jurian Timber.
I mean, he was one of the names. Like
Yeah,
out
he
of
was one of the names.
the I saw the four defenders names there, right? The one you mentioned, the other one you're going to say is Pau, right? Out of
Pau,
the
yeah.
four defenders, I saw that
Ashu
20,
Pau.
21, Chasiu Pau, 20, 21, one was 19 or something. The
Yep.
oldest one there was Pau Torres at 25. My
Mm,
immediate thinking when I saw that was the age because it's a defender, and I was like, go with
mm.
the 25-year-old. You want Timber. How old is that boy? Forgot.
Timber is 20. Timber is
20.
20.
Okay.
But okay, but I'm actually
So
torn
I had
between
never
Pau
seen him
Torres
play.
and Timber. Okay,
Uh,
Timber, he's like Cannavaro. No, he's not tall. He's short. He's 5'10", I
mm,
think. 5'10" or
mm.
5'11". He's short for a
Right.
defender. But the thing is, he is they call it the thinking man's defender. He's a smart guy. He's tough, but he's not tall. The only worry is actually his height, because if you go and play against teams like Burnley, you're going to play against people like Harry Kane, which is tall. He's like 6'1" or 6'2". He's like maybe a few inches taller than him. It may be a challenge for him. But again, if you have Varane partnering him, I don't see any issues. That's why for me, I got no issues. Pau Torres, we know that Villarreal plays a very defensive game. They're almost like Atletico Madrid. You see, I think the game against Liverpool, they were actually defending quite decently. I won't say well. I mean, they're in 2 goals. But the thing is, they're known to be a defensive team. So I see that Pau Torres could be a good one if you can get him as well. And he's at the age where he's reaching his peak. And I think this is a good age. I think Vidic came when he was 24, 25 as well. So he had a good 8 seasons with us, if not mistaken. So I don't mind seeing any one of them to come.
I went say with the say orang like layman. So I was thinking, all these fellas how like the fella the Timbu all everyone talking about because fella familiarity. I say, you know what? If I just write off this bad, I have to click. I have to pick. I'll just take the 25-year-old.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, there was there
I'm a
was
bit worried for Timber, for not only his height actually. I think this is his
some.
first full season as a pro, and we did the same thing as well. One of the players by the name of Wan Bissaka, one season, full season as a pro, and everyone was saying, "Wow, he's one of the best right back, future England right back," and see how that turns out.
Here's what I saw that day, and I agree also lah. I'm going to repeat it. I think Wan Bissaka was very good in that 4-4-2 formation because a lot of the times he was in one-on-one situations with wingers
Mm.
where he could shine what he's good at. But in a progressive game, he can't play. Makes sense lah. Even
Old
Gary
school,
Neville
yes,
also
yeah.
could play up. Huh?
He's old school, lah. He's old school.
In defense, he
Mhm.
can play in the back in the day Italy, Argentina teams. All.
Yeah,
Like Gary Neville used to be play very progressive game. Obviously, to make sure he runs up. Beckham
yep.
used to pass, bam, bam. Sometimes
Hardworking. He's
gains.
a very hardworking defender, Gary Neville.
So Bisaka, I think, is not confident with the crossing. Like, why are
Yes.
we going buying all these players? I don't understand.
I think that's the thing they were all saying. I think that's why Ten Hag actually requested to have a certain say or veto power in terms of buying players, because I think he saw how we actually pay 40 million to get Donny to our team,
Mm.
right? And we didn't use him. It's like, oh, he didn't fit the system. Then why do we pay so much money for him? It's like what other players that we actually pay a lot, then we didn't use them. I think Diallo also same thing. We buy him for the future, but we don't really want to invest into his game time as well. So there are a lot of players we buy and then we never use. Then it becomes a waste. So I think for him, he wants to make sure you buy a player that actually can fit into the system, fit into his philosophy, fit into whatever vision that he wants the team to be. And from there you can build a team, you can build a core. If not, you'll be just basically, you're just going to the supermarket without any checklist, then you just close your eyes and you just simply pick, you feel like, hey, this is quite good. How
Eh,
much is this?
Roja,
550. Take. Oh, good, 550 cheap. What is this? Eh,
man,
flour. You don't need a
no
flour.
sotong.
No sotong. Suddenly you want to make like a fruit juice or something like that. You start taking sotong, fish, and all those things. And it was a good
Cannot
price,
way.
discount. Good. This fish is a good fish. Salmon is a bloody good fish.
Then
You can
then they
eat.
tell you go for caviar. They lie to
Ah,
you. Say good for your health.
good for your health and all those things. Then they say, actually, what's
Ain't a
your
price to your health, man.
Yeah,
Of
what
your
what do you
health.
want?
Come on, man.
What do
Shit.
you want to cook? Oh, I just want to cook fruit juice. I want to make the fruit smoothie. Then
Mm.
what you buy all this thing for? Then you're going to be leaving them in the fridge and not using it. I mean, it's the same thing. You're buying unnecessary things that you're not going to be using now, or maybe even the near future. For example, maybe you're a vegetarian and you go and buy meat, just because the meat is cheap. For what? It doesn't fit into your philosophy.
That's
So,
right.
so the thing is, we have a lot of players that you see doesn't fit into how the team wants to play. Maybe Oli wanted to play a certain way, but again, Oli didn't pick Donny as well. Then why did he buy him?
Then now he's saying it's a
Yeah,
travesty. Okay, it'd be interesting
yeah.
to see him come back.
Mm,
But I don't think Donny's are up to spec lah. Saying that
mm,
how in Everton also table masuk. I don't think it's up to spec. Now I
mm.
want to move on to this fella, Mason Greenwood. Now still going to be this one until June. Oh God,
Extended, right, his bail.
bail extended. Then we
I
still can't
think
do
I think
anything.
it's a gone case lah for the at
Bonkers.
least 1-2 seasons is a gone case, and then by the time
Mm.
he comes back, he'll be a almost a spent has been
I
once
wonder
promising player kind
did
of
she
list lah.
did she so that means I guess she actually did press charges because I don't think you get prosecuted in the by social media, right?
Yeah,
I mean, I'm sure the police will investigate, but then
yeah. We
once
got for
investigated, if she
three
said
three
no, it's all
charges,
good.
right? One is assault, one is
Threatening to kill
threatening
and
to
rape.
kill and rape. So this is three
Yeah,
very
you think it's
big
gone.
offense, way. Very big offense, man. I don't think so. He can
Homeboy, it's
escape this.
over.
No, no, no.
Homeboy, it's over for homeboy. That's it, man.
It's
It's over.
such a waste, lah. To be honest, such a
Time
waste.
for Alejandro Garnacho Ferreira.
He played,
Alejandro
right. He played yesterday.
Garnacho,
Yeah,
yeah,
this morning.
Ferreira.
But what, 10 minutes
To,
lah. 10 minutes cameo.
to come in, Ferreira. To come in, Alejandro. So these are the fellows who need to come in now. All these fellows are playing like shit. Can't believe John Mata and Phil Jones also made it.
I'm surprised they actually play in the game. To be honest, I don't know why they were pick. Phil Jones, I
God,
don't
the
know
team
why.
is so
I think
shit.
they're trying to build up their value lah, so they can sell them after this lah.
Did you see that Real Madrid and Manchester City game?
That is
What an incredible! What
football, man.
the that guy Benzema is like put the ball in the D box
He
like back in the day.
he
Nistelrooy man, masuk goal ni.
he came up from Ronaldo's shadow lah. That's for
How
sure
fuck he
lah.
got that first goal, man?
He is now the striker, man. My God, that
Gila,
guy.
that's some elite shit, man.
That is not even on fire. That guy is the fire.
And Fuego, man, shit. I was
Yeah,
like, fuck,
crazy
that guy goal
man.
masuk. So Sergio Aguero
I I think
spoke about it.
his confidence not even this high. His confidence like
Like super high, man.
all the way to the sky
His
already.
confidence as high
And
as
yeah,
Maguire. Maguire's confidence never wanes. It never
yeah,
flounders.
yeah,
It
man.
is never flaccid.
Every time he have a sight at goal, he will
Always
score that
solid.
own goal.
That's right. Comfy bang.
Doesn't
Janji
matter which
comfy.
goal, he will score.
Comfy. Like last time the fella say, fuck man, my father shitting on me, man. He said I'm damn stupid. I never study and all that. He said I'll never pass my ad math. I'll show him, show him. He go and sit for the exam, came out, failed, got 43. So everyone behind
Confident.
comfy.
Come on, come
Comfy.
on from the exam. How is it? Eh,
Fail
ni
lah, bro. 43 lah.
easy lah, easy.
Comfy. Confident. That's comfy lah. Comfy for you.
It'll be interesting to see what everyone have to say regarding this whole situation.
I mean, I believe what the report said that Rangnick said you still
Mm,
have to keep Harry Maguire because he's still valuable. He's having a shit season lah. That's all bad juju on the club. I mean, unborn baby all dying or what nonsense. So they say still keep him. My opinion, I
mm.
think Lindelof is shit. Bailly, don't know what's happening. I think he's petulance. I think maybe they're not playing him because he's talking to the press. I think lah.
Yeah,
It's a punishment. They're keeping a hush hush. Um, it's so and then what about the other two back fours? The two over there on the right, Dalo and Bisaka. They say Bisaka they want to sell. Shaw is actually very good lah when he can play lah. Now if he gets injured all the time, then Susa. Teles is so
yeah.
shitty, man. Lately, it's
Yes,
like
yesterday also he wasn't playing that well.
yeah.
He was trying lah. He was trying lah, but I don't think it's either he have to really bulk up and what I call evolve his
Mm.
gameplay to suit the English game, or else it's going to be another has been lah. Yeah, I think he's more suitable for the
He just
Italian
needs to
league.
bulk up, doesn't he? He looks quite
Yeah,
skinny, the
he's
boy.
skinny. And the thing is, the guy actually suspect defense a bit. He can't really defend, man. His
Right?
positioning is damn
I
off.
liked him for his passing all back in
Yeah,
the day. I
yeah,
say,
yeah.
man, for a better passer, but man, he's shown up.
Yeah, I mean, he's getting call out lah. I mean, this is defensive skills lah. How many games really? It was him. And this season he's getting the chance because Shaw is injured, and
Not
all
really taking
everything's
it, like, in my
exposed. Yeah,
opinion. Yeah.
everything is exposed. You know what he need? He need to learn from one fella, Gabriel Heinze. Remember him?
Oh God. Yeah.
Yeah, he need to learn from that guy. Man, that guy will just jump into the tackle.
Wes Brown.
Oh yes, yes. Oh, that team was crazy, man. Before Evra came in, I remember Heinze was playing left back. That guy would just jump into the tackle. He, Alan Smith, gila, man. I tell you, that was
Man,
fun to watch, man.
even Evra will go into the tackle. Just that he was so good, he'll make the tackle.
Yep.
You know what I mean? This
He
fellow's
read
all
the game
ganas.
well.
They
He
go for
read
your
the game well.
legs.
Yeah. Evra read the game well. He
Yeah,
doesn't need a
man.
tackle. He
Oof.
he adapted. Remember his first few games, he was horrible. The
Wasn't that
first
good, lah? He couldn't keep
Yeah,
up with the pace.
he came
Wow,
out. He came
off-season
in
workout.
January. Yeah, he came in January. Then he and Vidic was struggling. I remember the time
Wow.
watched Ferdinand's interview. He was talking about how Vidic actually wanted to quit within the first 6 months. He was struggling, but the thing is, because that warrior fire in him, right? He said, Ferdinand was saying, just had to work it out. Then he will say, yeah, I need to figure out how to solve this thing.
Oh, you mean Vidic didn't do this, ah?
He didn't do that. Really just stare straight into whatever shit that is coming and stare them, lah. Stare them down, man. Stare them down. That cold eyes, like how he's gonna tackle the striker. And the thing is, look at that. What he became. He became one of the best.
Didn't become a zombie, bro.
Let me join you. Tilt my head up.
Didn't become a zombie, bro. Fuck. Serious shit, man.
Actually, I
Legit.
wanted to show something. You see, that flag there. Can you see at the bottom of what they write there? The pride
England.
of England.
Pride of, I saw that. I can see the
Yeah.
Engand.
Yeah, the
Pride
pride
of England.
of England.
Butt
Wait, let me
crack.
bring the mic down. The pride
Goodness.
of England.
The dog is my
Are they?
pride.
Yeah,
That,
that one is better. That one is better.
but way better.
There's Totoro's little friend there. That's not
Totoro,
Totoro, but
I don't
Totoro's
watch
little
that
friend.
one. Oh.
It's one of the best animation, man. Totoro.
Totoro, I gotta check that one out.
Mhm.
You better watch that one and watch the game now, man. Get the fuck out of here, man. This game of some ass nugget games are happening. Ten Hag got a really fucking big fucking
Building to do, man.
rebuilding because like this. Well, who do we have next? Huh? Let's see.
I think we have Brighton, right?
Oh boy,
Oh no, we have Brentford. Brentford on Monday night.
Brentford. Just
Yeah.
I can't watch. I'm off on Monday. So no,
So
Tuesday morning. No,
Tuesday
I'm
morning,
working.
Monday
Sorry,
night.
fuck that. Brighton on the
Then
8th.
Brighton on 8. Then we have almost how many days? Almost 14 days later. Then
Because we suck so badly.
we have
And
Crystal
then on my
Palace.
birthday.
Yeah,
That's
it's
my
okay lah. I
birthday
think
drink too.
ask Patrick Vieira to give some chance. Give some chance. Maybe Ragni can do a good farewell. He started off with Crystal Palace. Maybe he can end proper with Crystal Palace as well. Play back the same style.
What a
Give some
sad state of
nostalgia.
affairs.
Get Pogba to come in to play. Even though he's kaki tempang or whatever.
And yeah,
Ask
I want to.
ask Vieira to do a favor. To ask the what's his name, Conor Gallagher, to give a parting gift to Pogba. Things like that.
How come we never looked at Patrick Vieira to bring him in? Wonder. Maybe not good enough. They thought no
He,
philosophy.
I really don't know, because he did quite okay with all the previous team. I think the best stint he had was with Nice, the French team.
Nice.
Yeah, nice.
Okay.
So the thing is, I maybe they may look at him in the future. They want to see how he actually built his team in the Premier League.
No wonder.
Potential.
Yeah.
Mm.
I think going very quickly and getting Eric Ten Hag and agreeing giving 3 years plus one, I think must have been this fella Rangnick's idea. I think he probably told them as far as long term goes, maybe this is the guy to go with because he likes this type of football. Maybe he can relate to.
and
Maybe.
he's known to have been building football teams.
Yeah, my
Eh,
football teams, and then they trust Rangnick, I guess, because of the history of bringing that culture club. Because I think they finally realized
mhm,
all the fix work, so it's not going to work.
mhm.
So they quickly jump in and get. I'm thinking it's going to be very hard for me to watch all these other matches now because there's no reason to watch.
There's no reason to watch.
There's
My only hope is that they start to play more young fellas lah. Then we get
Yeah,
to see. Yeah,
then
just like
maybe I'll
how.
be like, okay,
Yeah, remember that season when Moyes was sacked, and then Giggs came in, and become the interim for a short period of time. Was it Moyes when Giggs came in?
yeah, yeah, it was.
Yeah,
When I think it was Geeks lah, yeah.
yeah, Moyes when
After
Giggs
Van
came.
Gaal, Mourinho came in straight.
Yeah. Okay. So when Giggs came in, how many young players he gave a chance to play? He gave damn a lot of players play. I think in his last 4 games, he gave damn a lot of young players play actually. So
Mm,
I really hope that Rangnick can do that as well. Give them
mm,
a chance. I think yesterday we get to see Ganacho play. We get to see him much like he barely touched the ball, but
mm.
it's a good experience. I mean, get him, then get Mabry to start playing also since Matic is going to be leaving. Give maybe play a bit lah, play a bit there, pair
But
up with
this,
pair up with McTominay and see how that works out. And then what was the other fella? Shorturl in the team as well. The guy has been playing for a while. Give all these fellas a chance. Give them see what they can do. Apparently now they want to bring back Brendan Williams. They felt that he's better than Teles lah in a
really,
way.
yeah. Well, okay lah. If Taylor's playing, at least bring him back lah. I guess
Yeah, I don't
the
know.
fella hardly played also this season. Then suddenly later second half season played few games in a row. He
Mm,
was expected to play every fucking game there. So I'm not that thrilled. If they saying they're going to bring the Ghana fella back, I'm a bit thrilled.
yeah,
I'm gonna
but
be
I don't think so.
honest.
Garner will be the instant fix lah. I don't think so. But
Yeah, because
it'll
that
be yeah.
taking don't take Declan. Mm.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what Ten Hag do. Actually, to be honest, now we don't know what is running in his mind. On his mind, we don't know what is his plan. We know that he always have an idea of what a team he wants to build, and he will go for those type of players that fit his gameplay. So I'm just excited actually, to be honest, to see what Ten Hag can bring.
Yeah.
Mm,
So on that note, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for tuning in. I want to say it's been one hell of an odd season, man. So all I can say is there's just been quite a bit of bad juju in this club. Don't
mhm.
worry. Puasa, buka puasa, enjoy yourself. Have some nice food, go
Have
and
some food,
sleep, or
yeah.
buka your
Have a good
sahur
weekend, man.
happily. Remember to wish everyone well, wish yourselves well, and majulah sukan untuk diri sendiri. Selamat